All right, good morning, guys. Quick sound check. How's everybody doing this morning? Dump it. Yeah, dude, send it to me on Instagram. Hit me up. I'll take a look at it. Let me see it. Let me. All right, sweet. I like the sound of that. I'm watching the silver right now, currently at opening print here, 91, 94s. I wouldn't mind. It sounds crazy. I wouldn't mind still playing silver to the upside. Just a super tough entry there. I'm gonna let it pass for right this moment, but I like the idea of some silver from right here. It's like a 25-ish point stop. Just still also crazy to say out loud. But yeah, we got about 20 seconds here to go, and I dropped the morning write up in the chat. The main thing I'm going to be watching for here is going to be the Russell and see what we can do from there. Otherwise, I'm probably going to be a little bit relatively slow initially here just because we don't have any levels to work with at the moment, and NASDAQ could potentially want to go lower here. So I'm going to let that kind of develop a little bit more. Silver just dropped like 50 cents there. The one thing I did not look at this morning that I kind of wanted to take a look at here was going to be Meta, or not Meta, I'm reading your comment, was Bitcoin. The Dow getting a little bit of spark to it here for a quick moment there. Nice little 124 point bounce to start the day off. Tesla getting wrecked. Gold down. Silver probably breaks those lows as well. Russell, I want to see come down to this 40-20s. I'm also okay with taking it nice and easy and like gathering some data here on what overall markets want to do. Russell into 40-20s here. I'm going to follow the plan. And I'm going to snag a little bit of Russell here off 40-20s. That was the first initial game plan of the day. My fills are 41-10s in there. Part of me wishes we cracked yesterday's low when we did that, but we didn't quite get down there. I don't know, if we can turn green on that, then I'll be okay with it. High a day here, 48-90s. So we probably take like 9 points out of it for the first little get-go. Maybe. And we're coming back down. I'm not too worried by it at the moment. Yeah, I grabbed some Russell off that 40-20s. $41.10s there. NASDAQ coming back down pretty aggressively there. Dow making new highs. Silver popped through those lows, now getting a little bit of love back. I will say there is like a lot of things to try and pay attention to and watch this morning. Like there's a lot of movement. It's like, I don't know where to look. If you look at Russell and Dow, you're kind of like, all right, cool, maybe we'll go long. If you're looking at S&Ps and more so NASDAQ, you're like, the longs don't look so great. If you're looking at silver, you're probably a little schizophrenic at the moment because the swings are insane. And when you're watching them all together, it's even worse. Oh, sweet. There's your Yeah, what up? Um, Hump day. It's hump day.
Nothing standing out for me. I don't think I got nothing to do unless you tell me to do something.
I'm long a little Russell at the moment.
Little Russellman?
Yeah, I got a little bit from right here, 41 tens.
I got a 41.10, 41.10, 44.5 coming in.
I don't love it if I'm being honest, but
44.10's not a bad entry. Oh, wait, where am I at? R2I. You got in a 40.
we look like we're about to fail. I'm probably about to take this off actually.
Fucking chart's tripping.
Yeah, I'm flat. Take my 3
That
points.
doesn't look good. That doesn't look good.
Took my 3 points.
You just got like a nice bar. Trying to get mollywop now. R2Y, the only new lows.
Yeah.
Everything's red. Costco's not. Beautiful 1, 2, 3 daily on Costco, and it's breaking out.
Let me see. Oh yeah. Not too bad, not too bad.
Nothing too crazy there. Standard stuff. Markets go down, Costco goes up.
I'm conflicted on
You see my baby?
who
You see my baby?
which one?
Bitcoin?
Yeah. I was talking
She
about that a
trying to
little
do
bit
something.
ago.
She trying to do something in there.
96K. The question, like from right here, like none of it's great, but
I
it's
get
like
over 100.
I kind of still think Russell is the one. Like I talked about it earlier. Like I kind of wished it had broken down through this 3820s like first,
Like what it
and
just did.
yeah, like we just did, and then done the thing. And it's kind of like, we're here in the we're here in the spot where like everything else can probably break down, mostly Nasdaq, but like Russell should hold. I mean, I say that as it's like getting smacked, but
Markets don't do what they should do. Then what?
I think Nasdaq actually gets pulled down.
I'm trading that 50K TPT account. I got 3 out of 5 days, 2,400 out of 3K. And my biggest day is currently 42%, which is under 50%. So I just got to get one more trade for about 600 bucks. I'm gonna be patient on that one though. I ain't gonna just fucking push it to push it like I've done in the past. I'll tell you that.
The new man.
But just to confirm, when I get that $600 and I pass that account, it just resets back to 50K. Same with Apex.
Yeah, yeah.
And then after $3,000, I'm able to do daily withdrawals. Anything above 3K.
Um,
or anything above 50K.
If there's anything above 2100, I think it is. It's. I
So it's
think it's.
very similar to all of them.
You say what?
I said it's very similar to all of them. This one just doesn't have a trailing drawdown, and it doesn't, and you have daily payouts.
Yes. Well, it does do an intraday trailing once you go to pro until you get over that buffer.
There is an intraday trailing.
On pro, once you like the funded, there is.
Good to know, because that's what always has got me with Apex. That's the same thing, right? Trailing intraday drawdown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. R2 or ES and Q new lows. Apple been weak, and it's the only one that hasn't broken. Well, 1 of 10 that hasn't broken yesterday's low that I'm watching besides Costco. Nothing to do with it, but that's interesting. You got a long RTY down here or no?
I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
If we get back up over 4020s and NASDAQ like finishes doing whatever it's doing to the downside, then maybe. Kind of watching gold off this 462270s, but oh, it's also not my favorite thing ever to still want to mess with that.
What's the ticker for that? GCF6? No, that's old.
We're in March.
G6. If you bought one of those right here with stops at the low, how many dollars is that? Or what's the, how does it come out?
$10 a tick. Sorry, we're in February.
$10 a tick. And how many ticks on a point?
10.
So that's $300 a point.
100 bucks a point.
$100 a point. Yeah, so this 3-point stop would be about $300.
Yeah.
All right, I'll run it. No, I'm just kidding. I said I was gonna be smart on the TPT, but let me just fucking YOLO some GCF the level. I mean, it's the fucking green. It's the longest. It's if there's a chart to long, it's fucking that one.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Bitcoin's pumping. Well, we're already up 1 hour there, so 3-point pop, 2-minute just triggered. I've never really traded GC. I think I maybe traded it once. That's in Q into the level. That's valid level, yeah. Every market made a new low though.
Part of me wants to try Russell again, but
I love that action right there. I've mentioned this before, but a 1, 2, 3 to the downside that just pops that 3 bar, then starts to rocket. Exactly what R2I is.
is this just stock market trading or actual pro physical? So the futures actually are a physical settled product. So you, in theory, if you really wanted to, could hold the contract until settlement and then request physical delivery, and they'll show up with whatever it is. I think it's 1,000 ounces of silver. Let me see. most brokerage firms aren't going to let you do that. Okay, no, so it's 5,000. For silver, it's 5,000 ounces. So like right now, give or take, that's what, roughly 450K? 91, yeah, 455K, give or take, something like that. So you gotta have 450K is that's the first piece of that puzzle. Yeah, Russell's looking good. I kind of like the Dow too. I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind either of them.
I don't know why I just missed that NQ. We should have took that NQ. I was fucking looking at gold. What the hell's I doing looking at gold?
I said that this morning, dude. I was like, I don't know if you were on yet, but I was like, there's so many things to look at.
Well, who the hell told me to look at gold? Who was it? Just kidding.
Say fuck that guy.
I don't know, man. It's like, is it worth the long here? I guess.
I think in the Russell probably.
Makes sense to hold. You don't think NQ holds this area? You think it breaks down?
I think we got room to 332s. And there's an overnight low. Actually, we might have just tested that overnight low from the other night. I think it was like 630s. Yeah, 632. So we did just break that, in fact.
I'm gonna try some NQ here eventually, probably. Should have got it down to the level. My computer's also bugging and being very slow, so I might be a sign to fuck off. About 3 hours here if you take it to opening print. If it does work, assuming that low stays for NQ, I just don't trust it yet. RTY, really nice bar.
It did. Pulling back a little bit. I don't mind the Dow. That low was 212. That low was 201.
I'm gonna wait for a divergence or something.
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck. I would like a little bit of Dow. That low is 248, 250. I'm gonna try a little bit. I'm gonna try just a little bit of the Dow here. I might regret this idea, but I'm also okay with like scalping it up just a little bit in the event that Russell kind of pops and pulls it with it.
Tops and lows.
Yeah.
There's NQ back into the level. I guess I'll try an NQ with you. Got a bad fill there, but that's all right. That was light. It's only one contract. I want to go closer to 3 if we can get a divergence or something. RTY about to make highs.
Yeah, that's gonna be the thing that like
Has a short divergence.
yeah, it probably has me looking to trim the Dow if it does decide to get any kind of pop with it.
The force to reckon with.
That morning high in there was 48.90s. We're about to test that now. The thing with the Russell is like we could legitimately see Wow, 2677s. Like we could see all the way back up there. I think I missed my opportunity to take a little Dow profits there. Russell made those new highs. I'm going to close the Dow. I'm not going to give it the full stop.
There's a
Dancing around this
divergent.
opening print. NASDAQ new lows.
Only market so far.
Russell popped those highs by like 2 ticks. I kind of think it wants more.
Look at my lows at Nasdaq. That new Nasdaq low. I added another one down there.
I don't blame you. I might have been a little premature on the Dow exit there.
In some volatility here, but we need a pop quick. I don't like this wiki action. Otherwise, we're gonna roll over or chop around. But I like that risk. I'm gonna hold on to that. Stops at the lows. Might be the only trade I take in that account.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind the idea of longs. I just only really like it in the Russell, which doesn't give us anything. Like, I feel like playing
Just
the I feel like playing the Dow is like trying to play a little catch up on something. Nasdaq is one of the weaker markets, down 1.1. I don't, however, have a short entry.
take the next 2-minute pullback on Russell.
Yeah, I kind of don't want it to do that though, because then we're gonna have that divergence on the top.
There's NQ. I got stopped out. It was an aggressive entry.
956.
$600 loss on that account now. That's a just full port it now. No, I already exited out of it. I'm done for the day on that one. I want to do some options, but I don't think there's nothing to do.
Some weak names.
Unless we melt, yeah. Tesla going to break those lows. I really like that daily 1, 2, 3 on still technically in a daily downtrend, but if we gapped over 450 today on Tesla, I was going to try to long John Silver it. I really don't mind this long here on NQ either, but I'm not going to take it.
I'm gonna wait.
I'm waiting.
That was part of the morning write up there. I'm still partially open to an RTY long, but if it doesn't react strong from there, then I'm going to leave it alone and not fight the other markets that are likely pulling it down, meaning NASDAQ probably going to be the one to pull it down. We should just do whatever Julian's doing. Is he trading coin? Man's been on a heater.
I've been patiently waiting for a track to explode on. Coin? Mr. Coinman? Yeah, as long as Bitcoin keeps pumping, we're in good company. First trim on iBit's 300. Is that crazy? What are they? What X
54?
return? Yeah, it's at 54 right now.
I mean, I'll be happy for you.
I'd love to buy more at 30 though, so that's where I think I'm gonna load the boat if it gets down there. 23 bucks or 30 bucks. Doubt it does, but we'll see. RTY at or below. Is that opening print? Yeah, Bitcoin's got this obviously 100K psychic level, but I think we have an actual level at 100, 850. I have bolded. If we can get above that in trend, I think we're in good hands, but I don't want to pop to that area and fail. That's like the top of that double top over on 2024, early 2025. Just a double top, got to pull back, broke that. The same 100K area.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bitcoin moves happen mostly on gaps, I feel like, as far as the big breakouts.
Yeah. I would agree with that. What was that?
YM low. We're going down. I'm yelling timber. Homeboy get meta puts again, round 2. Is that you, Joey? Yeah, watch a meta for round 2. All you had to do is buy them at the opening print. As soon as market's open, I'm gonna buy some puts. That's like another thing. I know it's not a strategy or our strategy or something, but it's like people overcomplicating things. It's like there's people that literally are just like, I'm bearish today, I'm gonna buy puts. Like a lot of times it works. I'm bullish today, calls, and it fucking works. Like you can really simplify it at the end of the day.
It's crazy how it works sometimes, though.
Right. You just catch an absolute heater, turn grand into 20 grand just because yeah. It's also keeping it simple, man. It's like just playing daily. Meta just triggered another daily sell setup yesterday. So, I mean, 3 to 5 bars it's got, quote unquote.
It's valid for sure.
I got to flip these charts nowadays and put the plus sign or minus sign, whatever it is. Because I'm so, I can't short. It's like when I flip it, I'm like, oh yeah, I'd fucking long the shit out of that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's funny.
No, I know. That's one of the
Like, so,
things I would love to be a better trader at shorts. I just
right.
don't get like my entry criteria for shorts is very, very, very like tight.
Well, look at Roku as an example. Like this is just one chart. It's not even that bearish. If you put a minus sign on it, it's like I don't know all these charts. Let me find a short for us if we need it. Even though we're already kind of going down. I don't know if we get a full meltdown in the embassies today. What percentage are they down right now?
Russell's only down
One,
0.35. Nasdaq down
not even.
1.39.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean Apple chart does not look good. That would be the next daily sell once it triggers. It's got this bear flag going right now on the daily and hourly. Kind of would be a 1, 2, 3 to the downside on the weekly. Does Apple tank, dude? No way Apple comes back to 200.
No. 255. 04 would have to break, which I think would take a lot.
Is that the first higher low?
On that last trend, I think so, yeah. Yeah, that last daily break.
Video is breaking down. 182.57.
I still think Russell's a long on the day. I just don't know that I want. I mean, if you're in it here, you could essentially use a 5 point stop and assume the lows are in. But until NASDAQ finishes the drop, I don't know that it really gets the move, and I don't love the opposing divergence there. Although at the same time, if it does move, it's got room to like, I mean, even yesterday's highs is 26.62s, which is 22 points away. That's like 4 R's. If you use a 5 point stop here, there's realistically room to those news highs, which is 26.77. It kind of has the shimmy from yesterday. It's just we need the S&P and Nasdaq to either A, stop, or B, work itself into a trend. But I think the lows are in there, and I think it probably tries for highs one more time. Like, it would not surprise me to see 2660 print out of the Russell today. Maybe more.
That's the main thing. I always felt like I could do anything. That's the main thing. People are controlled by.
So as you guys know,
That's the main thing people are controlled by. I always thought I could do anything. RTY pumping. Did you take that?
No, I'm gonna let it have the opening print, and then the stop ends up being
I
about
said take the next. I said take the next 2 minutes. It had a deeper pullback, but it triggered. It would be 3 R's.
Definitely
that
had a
2 minute
deeper pullback than I wanted it to see.
But from a candle perspective, that's why I always say keep it simple. And that's like exactly what I'm relating it to. We want it to look a certain way, but at the end of the day, let's just wait for the 2 minute pullback, right? It's like however it comes, that's still a 2 minute high or low on the day, right?
It is.
Agree, right?
It
And
is.
it's if it held the opening print, it would be better, but still just as I mean, maybe a little less valid, but I don't know. If it pumps to high a day, obviously. We'll be singing a different tune. There's the first 5 minute trigger on ES, I feel like. From a downside perspective, it never broke a high all day, besides maybe the first 5 minutes. Same with NQ. Have we taken out all the pre-market lows yet on everything?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we took out that 569, which is a low for NASDAQ. We got 69.35 quarters still for S&Ps, but that's it. I think 262 is at 53 cents. Why are they so expensive? Like, am I missing something here? Why are options so expensive today?
Which ones? OTDs?
Yeah, just like the IWM.
Calls or puts or both?
Both, honestly.
Is there any news later?
Not on the calendar.
Bug if I know. Nice, Joey did take those metas. Send it to 0. For my boy Joey. TY rejecting the opening print. That's why we wait for over the opening print. No, I'm just kidding. About 2.5 on that ES short. Nice. 2.5 a day. I'll keep the dock away. I don't think there's anything to do for me today, G. I forced the NASDAQ that obviously failed, but I'm okay with it. Off the level. We'll take that one on the chin. Keep my options powder dry as of right now. I didn't see anything from a relative strength name besides Costco, but I didn't want to play it.
The only thing I saw like kind of getting a gap up was Netflix, which I definitely don't want to touch at the moment. Earnings are next week, so
I guess we could have looked at the coins and the MSTRs as well, but I didn't even give those a look. I liked IBIT and Bitcoin and just hoping they would keep pumping.
I mean, MSTR is just difficult. Like it's still technically in a downtrend here.
Oh, for sure. It's just the
Chinese stuff is doing good. And Baba again with another gap, but I mean it's not moving intraday. I'm not touching individual names till earnings comes about. That's been my kind of thought process here for a bit.
Is your opening print right here? Are we under opening print on R2I? Yeah, a little bit under.
We're still under it a little bit. I think it gives something at some point. Otherwise, as long as it holds and like doesn't get dragged down, that's the big risk in there. Silver,
And my feet
think
touch
wants
the
to
ground.
go.
I don't feel like send silver to the fucking moon. I got fucking kilos of that shit in the hole. A hole somewhere I dug up. Mm-hmm. Look at that fucking shirt. Holy shit.
I went over to a buddy's house last night and he has a ridiculous amount of silver that was left to him from his granddad. And introduced him to my silver and gold guy. Because you can't sell directly. I don't know if it is the same way in Texas, but like you can't sell to the factories and shit. You can't sell them directly as a consumer. You have to go through like a middleman, basically. So he needed a guy. There's laws on that shit too. Like they gotta hold on to it for like 21 days, which for holding gold and silver is a long time at the moment.
Yeah, that first 5-minute trigger's working out on ES and NQ. R2I about to get those highs at that 3 Rs from the first 2-minute trigger.
Yeah, they are.
Just keep it simple. I mean, there was a 2-minute that just triggered and retested above the opening print too. If you were swifty, nifty, wifty, bifty on there, you could have got in there. Once we triggered the 2-minute, we came back, retested the opening print real quick. There's high a day on the first 2-minute pullback. That's 3 Rs on that one. that other entry, 3 hours would be 2655 up here. And you liked Russell just from a daily perspective? It was cleaner than the other ones?
Yeah, daily, weekly.
Right.
I think the Dow's still potentially on the table, but at this point, Russell looks like it wants those. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised to see this. It might not get 2677s today, but it certainly could.
Would you agree with what I was saying though, in regards to like keeping it simple? Like, all right, we're doing everything we need to do. Let's just wait for the first 2 minute trigger. Like, yeah, it's technically under the opening print, but like if this was like a relative strength name and we had a level just like we do, like all the things, like I would have took that 2 minute just as quick as I would have took it if it was off the opening print. Because I feel like a lot of times we like, I don't know, we're already trending. Like we got the intraday trend. Like even though we broke the opening print, that doesn't break the trend, right, on that 2 minutes. So it's like, I guess my point is that 2 minute higher low off of the level was just as good as the 2 minute higher low off of the opening print, right? Would you agree or no?
Yeah, I don't think there was necessarily anything inherently wrong with it. Like 26 40 20 is an important level here for Russell. The only thing that I think would have made it a little bit better is I would more so consider it technically
I
two
was in
minute
the
higher low, but also 5 minute higher low at that point. Um,
There's also we got divergence down there because it was the only one not making new lows.
we did. The only thing we didn't have was a signal.
Right.
We had the pure price divergence. We just didn't get the signal down there, which is kind of unfortunate.
That would have been
So
different in your mind if we had a signal.
yeah, I would have liked that a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Because
would have been.
I honestly don't even look at the signals anymore. Just because a lot of times they add up with price, but they have that. I know they have that extra VIX piece in there, but that makes sense. Okay. But yeah, looking back, I didn't even have that RTY level there. That's definitely a nice trade. I obviously didn't take it. That was some good risk in there on that 2 minute higher low off the level. We broke high day too right before that, so we had that 2 minute intraday uptrend established at the divergence.
Yeah, we got Dow coming back to opening print here.
I'm gonna
I know
fuck
I'm
off though.
conflicted. I kind of wanted gold off those 22s again just now, and I'm also kind of watching Dow off opening print on this pullback.
Yeah, shiny ball syndrome.
I mean, there's a lot to look at. That's the that's for sure.
I'm gonna pop off though. I got nothing to do. I took a L in that account. I don't want to trade it again. And then option perspective, I don't think there's anything to do. I don't want to get caught into any of this. Maybe if we get maybe tomorrow I could short if we gap below today or something. But I prefer a long if we gap up. But we'll see what happens to end the week.
Yeah, I think longs are. If we can get back over those 996s, I think we still got that 314 in us,
Right.
which would be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, above 996, we're long. But other than that, I'm just gonna kind of stay out of trouble for today at least.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea. I kind of want to try a little bit of this Dow off of 276s here, but I also feel like it's a little bit of a catch-up game. Killing. No longer one of those guys.
I can't stop. I'm all in. I can't stop. Keep balling. If I got 10 bands, fuck it, man. I put down all 10.
What are you saying?
It's a fucking. It's a weird ass song. He's that Will Survive guy. Have you seen him
Oh, the
on
dude that's in
social?
the yeah.
Yeah, he's got a song called All In, and it's like he's not a great artist, but that shit goes hard as fuck.
That's funny.
Yeah, she go hard. What did he say? I'll read it. Hold on, let me. You'll like this one sec before I bounce. That I wanted to, but I mean, the whole thing is just full of one-liners.
The silver move is impressive, dude.
Shit, my phone's on my bad. All these thoughts in my head, like the ball spin. Yeah, like just every fucking verse. You gotta listen to it. But here's one of them. He says, "About to go around playing blueberries. Next year, I'm going around blueberry picking. Listen, birds chirping. I'm feeling really good. I'm growing. I'm hunting. I'm trapping. I'm fishing." He's just full of fucking. It's like all funny shit.
He puts in some work on his structures, though.
Oh yeah,
Like, it ain't easy work either.
I'm always running low on bar chain and oil. On bar and chain oil. If I got 10 bands, I put down all 10. I got to stand on business. Guess what? I put down all 10. All these thoughts in my head like the ball spin.
All these thoughts in my head like a ball spin.
Cut you off if you're not locked in because I cannot. I can't stop. I'm all in. Yeah, it's a banger, man. That's why I thought of it, I think, originally, because you had this shiny ball syndrome. And he's like, all these thoughts in my head like the ball spin.
I mean, it's easy to get it today. I feel like.
I had nothing. I was opposite, which is funny because I don't really look at medals, number one. And then I only really trade NQ, and I didn't really love it. Besides a long off the level, which I tried, which just needed a 5 minute trigger, it looks like. That's the same idea, right? It's like if I was patient and keeping it simple, yeah, I prefer it over the level, but at the end of the day, that was the first 5 minute trigger. First time 5 minute candle triggered once we tested the level, and sure enough, it's working just fine, you know. That's
Yeah.
typically what happens. You overthink it a lot. We want it to look a different. And I'm talking about everybody. We have an idea of what we want it to look like, and sometimes it looks differently. But at the end of the day, it's the exact same thing we wanted, you know, and asked for, the high or low or whatever it is.
I think silver's gonna rip.
I'm rambling. Silver's ripping or what?
I think it's going to. I don't know how to play
Without you?
it.
Perhaps.
Oh, you dipped?
Yeah. No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, I just didn't see your face on the thing.
My face should be there. Is it gone? Oh, that's weird. I guess I'll go ahead and leave that then. I was still on there,
Oh, I didn't see it for some reason.
but I just jumped off. Yeah, it looks like it's now on YouTube. I don't know what happened there. I was gonna bounce anyway, so I'm off video. You catch a little banger, or you don't have to. Don't press anything. Don't be crazy now. Do you and stay G. All right,
All right, man. Appreciate you.
brother. I'll talk to you. Talk to you later.
All right, man. Peace. Peace of mind. Ship sailing on the sea. Take me away. I'm going to try a little bit of Dow here. And I'm going to throw stops down under that 260 here. So it's not a bad stop. It's about 20 points. High day is about 120 points. So it's like 6 R's to high a day. It's about 10 R's up to 507s. So yeah, I'm gonna put that on. Nice little start. Dow coming back down. Yeah, they'll get you set up. Take a little note to remind you in case you didn't know. The question from here is, Nasdaq's put in a pretty decent little rally back up here. Russell made new highs once, then twice. Dow sitting on opening print here. Can we rally this back is the question. Like, is it worth the long attempt here? I think it is a little bit in the Dow. I mean, again, maybe I'm playing the weaker one. We're about to take the trail on that. There it is. 52's got taken out. Not my favorite action. Not my favorite action. Yeah. We just broke back under that there for NASDAQ. So I still think we go probably to 332s. Down new lows, only market to do so. GC pulled back to 22s. Silver's at 91.30s. I think we're honestly going to have to wait. It's 10:30. I think we're honestly going to have to wait for some sort of entry in the NASDAQ for a move to 332s, honestly. As much as I think the Russell has the strength to potentially hold on the day, I don't think it's going to be able to hold up with this. Like we've given it the shot, not necessarily the Russell itself on the last one, was the Dow off of opening print there. And so far none of them are able to hold any semblance of an uptrend, none of the indices. So I think we got to abandon the idea of that at the moment, which was, again, also part of the morning write-up. And if that's going to be the case, then it's NASDAQ shorts under 624s, room to 332s. So we're talking almost 300 points to the downside. but now we'll have a Dow divergence to try and contend with on that. Like, yeah, the Dow unfortunately is trying to reverse that week, which is certainly putting a drag on everything here. Silver's at 91. I looked like it was going to get back up to opening print and then failed. I'm not entirely opposed to the NASDAQ short off 624s. The number of spam calls I get in a day should be freaking criminal. I haven't at the moment. I'm waiting for earnings season on any individual names at the moment. I've also been really enjoying the future side of the prop firms at the moment. So that's kind of been a little bit more of a focus at the same time. So Oh, you think that's the Dow low, do you? Imagine if that's the Russell low. I don't think we broke lows there, did we? No, we held those lows. One tick. Legitimately one tick. That's crazy. Well, the dilemma is, do we long Russell or do we short NASDAQ? It's tough to short NASDAQ with the divergence in the Dow, but it's also tough to long the Russell with the weakness in the NASDAQ. So, we can make valid arguments for either one. Yeah, I don't know what's up with options contract pricing at the moment. This would be that short area for NASDAQ, right off 624s. I wonder if Russell is just going to hold and NASDAQ goes through and makes the lows and does the thing. Like NASDAQ making new lows on the day while Russell is still holding would be impressive. I think if and when NASDAQ can ever find a bottom, then I think longs in the Russell are probably the way to go. At the moment, I think NASDAQ's too powerful for that, but we did just rally 8 or 9 points off the lows in the Russell, so back to opening print there for the Russell. Still 30, couple odd points away to get to those 2677s. Got some oceanfront property in Arizona. NASDAQ reacting pretty well off that 624s though. Russell right back to that 40-20 after rejecting from open. I still think we go to 332s here. Just to do the math on this for argument's sake. So 25,624, 25,674, 25,332s. .8 risk reward ratio. Russell is trying like hell to hold that 40-30s. She's in love with the boy. NASDAQ rejecting like that off 624s would make me think that we probably make new lows at some point here on the day, which is only another 20 odd points away. S&P still got that 69.35 quarters to go tag down there. I just want to see where we go, because if Russell can hold, then I'm open to those longs still. 68, 78, 50s would be the area for S&Ps, so there's still a lot of room to go in there. I'm going to try a Russell. I could be super early on this, and that would be obnoxious again for like the third time on the day. And there's still a lot of room the NASDAQ can drop, so I could possibly be very early, but I say that and NASDAQ drops another 20 points. I think I'm early. I closed it. That's annoying. Well, not the best performance out of me today, that's for sure. Anyone doing anything today worthwhile? Yes, bro. You get it. You get it. Like I said, you got to move to a better, better trader friendly spot. Radio, how do you like me now? Didn't do anything, just watching. That's not a terrible idea. The NASDAQ short off 624s would have been phenomenal. That'd be up like 150 points right here. Better than the Russell long attempt. Yeah, I'm down a little over 2, which is definitely not ideal, but it's not a complete like disaster by any means. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, the only contracts I really looked at was the IWM, and they were way more expensive than I would have expected them to be. We still got another 150 points to go to the downside for NASDAQ. Russell's finally trying to break down. If Russell would have broken down earlier, I think that would have been better for me, because then it would have been like, yeah, Russell wants to try and hold this 40-30s, which at the moment has been like the sticking point kind of across the board. And I really want to trade gold or silver, but I don't have anything to do in there either. $46.22 is not a good. I mean, it's a good spot, but if we don't hold it, then it's not a good thing. Russell now trying to get back over 40-20s. Gold starting to move again. Back up over that 46.22s. If silver can get above opening print, then I would be interested there. What are the IWMs? 263s maybe? 13 cents. You taking 263s or what? Which ones you taking? Let me see something here. Yeah, let me see what the Qs. Yeah, 612s. They're like a 4xer if we get down there to 611s. I don't know what's crazy is we really don't have anything under there either. Should we buy 612 puts for Qs? To hedge the IWMs. They both might work. Still 150 points to go for NASDAQ. That range was 164 points just last hour. The Qs are at $3.91, so yeah, it could get there. Russell is right at that opening print again, isn't it? Doesn't seem like that wants to go down without a fight, though. You came right back down, Russell. I kind of think I don't know. I don't mind it. We saw a pretty weird range yesterday. NASDAQ, I still think, wants to go a little bit lower yet. Russell doesn't want to give it up, though. I'll do some 263s with you as a bit of a lotto. All right, I got some. I did the 263s on IWM there. $264.15 is the target. I picked them up for 12 cents. See if we can't get $1.12 for them. If not, Hassan buys lunch again. How did I learn how to trade? I had a mentor along the way, but the levels, divergence, strategy, all that stuff is something in which I created along the way from like studying charts, learning charts, and stupid amounts of hours of screen time. I'm gonna find some pictures. Got to get. All right, Russell over opening print, I don't think looks bad. I put those IWMs on just to have that on instead. Not trying to worry about timing it then with futures. I still think NASDAQ wants to go a little bit lower, but at the moment, I think Russell is trying to say that it wants to push a little bit higher here. So I've been saying that all morning though. So I'm not holding my breath necessarily on this one just yet. But if those contracts do go tenfold, then I'll be happy about that. So there is that. If I was short NASDAQ from 624s, I kind of think I'd still be trying to hold that to get the push down into 332s. Like we're pretty much in the middle of nowhere at this point. Like there's nothing really here right around this 25,500 area. Go Russell. 1 point at a time, ladies and gentlemen. 1 point at a time. Oh shit, it's gone. Oh, that's funny. That was super unfortunate. Morning. Irene, another Bitcoin name. Yeah, she's moving. Let me see what this dude just. This dude hit my. Ride, baby, ride. Yeah, that guy did send over those thumbnails from earlier. Silver looks like it wants to get that break. Gold's still just kind of chilling though. Hey, look at the Russell. Yeah, dude, thank you. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you back actually right now. I was just in our DMs. You got Discord? I'm gonna send you this one. See what you can. Why is R2? I gotta do you like that? I know. I know. I said it earlier too. Like if you just bought 2640s, put stops at 2635s, you technically would still be in this. And it was up about 3 Rs earlier. It'd be up again like 2 Rs now. It would have came really close to a stop. Oh, Russell. The Dow's coming back up here towards opening print as well. If this is just a range on the day, then we'll end up back up here. There's still 24 odd points to go. Oh, these contracts are like 24 cents now. Yo, Hassan, we eating, bro. We eating. %, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do it. Lose all your futures trades, make 100% on an options trade, and we're back in the game. I can't even say that shit with a straight face. Russell new highs day. Dow's back up over opening print now. S&Ps are actually back over the same point we were when NASDAQ traded those 624s. So the main market that's lagging here is going to be the NASDAQ at the moment. Oh, 29 cents now on our options. Market is moving. Yeah, I got some from 12 cents. You must have stepped away. I was giving you some credit. That last little pop there. Let's see if they go to $1. I'll be happy at $1. Turn 120 bucks into a grand every 10 contracts. What? Excuse me? Can someone explain to me? Can someone explain to me the purpose of this? A perforated shovel. Like, am I tripping? Like, what is? That's interesting. Well, you had to say it. That's the top for the Russell now. Options are back to 20 cents now. All right. The Dow poked above that opening print. This has been the same exact thing. What, 3 times today? Russell makes new highs, pulls back. Russell makes new highs, pulls back. Russell makes new highs. Does it pull back again now is the question. And at the same time, every time we've done that, the Dow has tried to push up through opening print and then essentially failed. This time it's failing rather quickly compared to previous times. S&Ps and NASDAQ really can't get into any sort of uptrend here. Oh, sweet. Thank you. I'll take a look at that in just a second. Russell coming back down. RTY coming right back down. I kind of had a feeling this was going to be the same type of range action thing that we saw yesterday kind of taking place here now with the Russell. It probably honestly goes back through and makes new highs at some point again today. What is this high? 2658.60. So 2658.70s would be new highs. I'm just going to set a alert up there. We'll just find out if I'm right or wrong on that. California, somewhere, mama. It's Carolina, it's California. NASDAQ about to make new lows. There's another 150 points still to go in NASDAQ, down to that 332s. Did you get shaken out? S&P's, NASDAQ, Dow, all new lows on the day. Read what she wrote. Do you want to be my friend? If you do, don't be afraid to take me by the hand. Russell coming back down now. S&P's new low, Dow new lows, NASDAQ about to. Just out of curiosity, I want to see what those 612 puts. We only got like another 100 points or so to go to the downside now, 332s. Oh, that sucks, Joe. Kind of a lackluster of a day. Unfortunately. the trouble, there's the trouble. Double with the wrong one. Just keeps holding on. Six or seven puts too far out of the money. Maybe a bit. Maybe a bit. Probably should have still been fine though. Come on, NASDAQ. Can you just get that over with already? It's not a bad trade. It's probably not a bad long in GC off this 2270s again. We've managed to hold it a couple different times, and we kind of just came down. I think probably shook everybody out under that prior low. 1630s, we traded 1530s. I'm just not super interested in like a 10-point wide stop at this point, which is what the 10-minute would require, or the 15-minute would require the 10 points there. I'm gonna take a quick walk. I still have the IWM on. I think we probably honestly come back up and do the freaking range bound nonsense here today and probably go back up through those highs at some point. If we do, I'll probably look to take some off at that point. $50, $60. Give me one. $50.60 Ti. Yeah, 420 bucks. It's crazy. We're on the 50 series stuff. It's wild. It's wild to me. All right, I'll be back in just a couple minutes. I'm just going to take a walk. Russell's probably going to rally back to those highs, which is also a little bit nuts. It's going to have like a, what do we got, like a 23-point range on the day, but if we've essentially moved 10 points down, 10 points up, 20, 30, 40, 50, 70. We've moved like 80 couple points on the day in the Russell, just between like highs and lows with a 20-point range. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty nuts. All right, I'll be right back. Yeah, this action is obnoxious. No, I'm just working on some other stuff here. I still have those IWMs, but I don't really consider that to be enough of a risk to justify sticking around. But I don't know. I kind of want to see Nasdaq break down. We're just slowly doing it and see what happens when we get to 332s. Like that's kind of been the thought process since like, you know, 2 hours ago, when it looked like we were actually going to get there relatively quickly. So I don't know. I've stalked gold, I've stalked silver. I'm glad to have avoided them, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Russell here still continues to be like something that I think probably goes back to highs at some point, but it's also now looking a little bit worse. Like it can only hold this 40-20s, but so many times. And right now might essentially be, I mean, if it doesn't hold this time, might be the last time it tests it, you know? Not the most fun action in the world, though. That is 100% for sure. Like I said, if I was short from 624s in NASDAQ, then I would look to continue to stay short that. Another 120 points to the downside. The, was it this one? Yeah. Just taking forever to get there. We're still trying to hold again still. Did you guys see this? The freaking Pokemon card that Logan Paul has. It's bid at like freaking $6 million or something right now. $4.8 million. $5.9 million with buyer's premium. That's nuts. For a freaking Pokemon card. Russell trying again. Back up over opening print. Oh yeah, it's insane. It's also insane that $5 million for a Pokemon card, but McDonald's swing up to 318. Let's see. They can hold here. Daily's not my favorite at the moment, but they could certainly try and hold. Some of these, like, I don't know, McDonald's is always like one of those ones where it really, and this is like longer term perspective, it really doesn't matter where you buy it. Like, you're not going to see crazy gains out of it, but it's probably one of the most steady names. Like, yeah, did it get cut in half during COVID? Sure. But weekly chart wise, it's a pretty consistent, steady name. I just don't think it has like, it just doesn't really have massive moves. Like, it's not like trading a Tesla, for example. You know what I mean? Like, it might take it forever to get to 318. I might be all about streamed out today. How long have we been on? 3 hours and 21 minutes. And we've done a whole lot of nothing. It's a NASDAQ short opportunity. 505.75s are those highs we just traded. 509s. Could make an argument for that. NASDAQ tries to sell from here now. I mean, if NASDAQ bigger picture at the moment, which is kind of what's shaping up here, getting down in the 332s, like we kind of opened the door for back to like 24 500s, which is about 1,000 points from here, like to the downside. The Russell, on the other hand, says no, it wants to go higher. NASDAQ right back down. Yikes. It's a quick 50-point drop there. We could get no bounce at 332s, which would also be kind of crazy. Gold didn't break that low, but silver did. Silver is like kind of annoying because we're getting the big gaps overnight, but then we're not actually going anywhere during the day. I mean, yesterday we tried to, and then essentially gave it all back in the last like 30 minutes, 40 minutes of the day. NASDAQ could be in trouble tomorrow, though. Actually, if we save that 332s, that would kind of be decent. All right. I think I'm going to wrap it up with the stream, at least for now. I don't have anything to do here. I still want to see if NASDAQ goes down there, but I've set alerts. I don't know that there's anything else I'm necessarily going to do on the day. There's some weak names out there, though. I mean, there are some names that are just not happy with NASDAQ being down 1.78% here. Microsoft is one of those. Meta being another one of those. Netflix was a gap up and then failing, which is not good either. See what the Bitcoin names are doing now. It's interesting. Bitcoin continuing to rally, but some of the Bitcoin names not participating with that. I think you got to look at the strength in the Russell, though. Like it might have been annoying today, and it certainly hasn't paid so far. But depending on what tomorrow brings, we kind of have a nice little setup here. Anything realistically up over like 26.55 area tomorrow, even if we do it today, is still fine. But I mean, that gives us 20 couple points to get up to those 26.77s, but I'll still be okay with that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and we'll go ahead and wrap it up for today. There's nothing else I think I can do with this, unfortunately. The short from 490s a couple minutes ago on NASDAQ wasn't a bad idea. $490s to 332 is about 160 points with a 20-point stop, so it wasn't actually terrible. I don't know if anybody took that or not, but there's just a little kind of shimmy. They'll break over those highs. Let me see what those options are doing. For QQQ. They're probably bleeding out just because of the time it's taken to get down there. What were we looking at? The 612s? They're 30 cents. Let me put these over on a chart real quick. The theta today has been absolutely brutal on these. Yeah, they've been in a range between like 15 cents and like 45 cents, give or take. They're currently 30 cents. Even on a push down into, they probably go to like $1.20. So not terrible, but RTY is actually stuck at opening print. Decent rally back in gold after maybe trying to go lower. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it. We got another day tomorrow, and yeah, I'm not gonna mess around with this this type of action when I honestly I would have anticipated that we would have seen cleaner action between yesterday and today. Which surprisingly we're obviously not getting. So the question becomes is that going to continue tomorrow and Friday as well, which would be super unfortunate. But there's nothing we can really do about that. We're just gonna trade what we're given. So, but yeah. Anyways, I will catch you guys tomorrow. I am going to be doing a joint stream with somebody over on their channel. So I'll post that up tomorrow and we'll run it from there. But hopefully you guys can, it'll still be on YouTube here, but hopefully you guys can tune in and hopefully we can catch a nice trade, catch a banger. So anyways, appreciate you guys. Unfortunate type of day here. Down a little over 2 hours, so nothing crazy, but I would rather be up a little over 2 hours than down a little 2 hours, but it is what it is. We followed the rules. We had opportunities potentially for some profits, depending on when and where you took your entries in the Russell. The Dow was a no-go at all, but Russell is definitely kind of holding its own and saying that it's at least strong for now. So, yeah. Anyway, that's what I got. Appreciate you guys as always, and I will catch you tomorrow.